Right now, Todd Bodine's thinking, please no caution flags. Just outside of 5 laps to go. If we can get this thing to the end, I've got over a 5-second lead right now on second. I could just about coast home.
Don't want to bring anyone else into this mix right now, as I have that big lead, as you mentioned, 5 seconds over Austin Dillon. Almirola running back there in third, Timothy Peters in fourth, and Johnny Sauter in fifth. Does anybody surprise you in the top 10? Eichler, Lofton, Crafton, Skinner.
No surprises, but there's some runs there I really like seeing. You know, the fact that Justin Lofton's being able to have another good run. Brian Eichler getting the finish and running the way that he is tonight. Those are all good stories to cover. Skinner, you know, he hasn't run great tonight, but he's used some pit strategy to keep that truck up in the top 10 as well. So these are good stories and good runs for these guys. Look at this battle here.
There's Lofton in the 7, just behind him, the 88 of Matt Crafton. Brian Eichler on the outside of the 18.
Yeah, Lofton's going for that 7th spot on Eichler right now with 4 laps to go.
Looks like he's got the preferred line down in the corner, but look at Eichler drive hard into the corner.
Oh, trouble! Almost sideways and still hanging on to it is Brian Eichler in the 18. The 7 of Justin Lofton got a little bit loose as well.
Matt Crafton said, thank you very much, boys. I'll take those 2 spots.
That was a nice save by Brian Eichler and Justin Lofton.
3 laps of racing remain from Nashville Super Speedway. Todd Bodine with a 4.8-second lead over Austin Dillon. Almirola running back in third, and these two haven't settled their differences. Justin Lofton to the inside, Eichler to the outside.
Remember what happened last time when they were down this end of the racetrack?
It looked like they didn't remember what happened. That was a replay of the lap before.
And they stay close. Justin Lofton almost into the side of that 18 as they go quickly by the 46 of Clay Greenfield.
Looks like Lofton's going to get it cut and grab the advantage off turn 4. Can he close the door? Almost, not quite.
2 laps remain. Todd Bodine.
I'm glad Todd Bodine can't see this. He's saying, come on, guys, just keep it going straight for one more lap. I need that white flag. And he's coming off turn 4, and that's what's waving right now.
White flag in the air. Todd Bodine one more time around Nashville Super Speedway.
Todd knows there's not going to be a green and white checker. It looked like the 0-1 cost the momentum to Justin Lofton.
Justin wants that spot bad.
Todd Bodine has won at some impressive racetracks. But when you talk about trophies, Nashville Super Speedway winning at this racetrack has one of the most impressive. A Sam Bass decorated Gibson guitar goes to the winner. And that tonight will be Todd Bodine winning at Nashville Super Speedway.
Baby. Guitar lesson. Yeah, man. Never give up. Great job, boys. Love y'all. Proud just to be part of this team. Man, that's it. Never give up. Keep digging. We'll just keep doing this. Get us a little guitar.
You heard Todd Bodine say guitar lessons.
Austin Dillon with another great run. That's 7 top 10 finishes in a row for him. Eric Almirola with a 3rd place finish, trying to stay in contact with our point leader, Todd Bodine.
Let's go down to the winning crew chief. He's with Ray Dunlap.
Mike, I'm just wondering if that one that got away in 2006 makes this one even more special.
You know, you can never get them back when they get away, Ray. I'm so proud of all these guys. We've been working so hard to get everything ready to go every week. All the guys in the fab shop, all the guys that stay home, John Dysinger and all his guys working on the motors. We got one. We got us a guitar now. Sorry, Bobby G, you don't get to play it. And the bad thing is these poor boys got to work tomorrow morning to get ready to go to Darlington, so I guess tomorrow night we'll have to celebrate a little bit.
I would assume that you've got Darlington marked on your calendar as one of those races where you just got to get in there and get out of there, or do you go after it and try to get another win?
I think you've seen in Pocono and at Iowa that we're going to get a win every week. We're not going to points race. We're just going to keep doing our deal. This is how you get the most points, lead most laps, and win.
Mike Hillman Jr. gets win number 19 as a crew chief in the Camping World Trucks.
19 wins, 4th all-time for Todd Bodine, behind Hornaday, Skinner, and Sprague, making quite a name for himself in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.
You know, guys, at the top of the show, we talked about the 3 trucks that have been fast since the time they unloaded them. Todd Bodine, Austin Dillon, Timothy Peters. Well, they finished 1st, 2nd, and 4th, so they were pretty close to dominating this day.
Almirola throws his name into that top 4, actually finishing in the 3rd position. And Johnny Sauter coming home in the 5th spot.
Hornaday back in 6th, Kraft in 7th. Those guys all were competitive, but darn, no one ever showed the speed like Timothy Peters showed early and Todd Bodine showed late.
Todd Bodine gets his first win at Nashville Superspeedway. Joining Ron Hornaday now for the wins at this racetrack.
Certainly congratulations to Bob Germain, all the Germains. They've been all in this truck series in NASCAR, and it's good to see that Germain.com truck pulling into victory lane.
Justin Lofton and the 18 of Brian Eichler. Maybe some differences. This is after the checkered flag flew. You see Lofton letting Eichler know not too happy about the way we were racing on the track.
We watched those guys battle, and they were both of them sideways down to 1 and 2 about 5 or 6 laps ago.
We must have missed part of the story because it didn't look like Justin had anything he should be mad at, because he's the one that ran into the side of Eichler.
Lofton's on the inside. This was about 4 laps to go. Lofton slides up the racetrack, catches the 18.
Yeah, that's down in 1 and 2. That's what we were watching and saw him as Matt Crafton was able to drive by.
Final lap, Lofton trying to squeeze by that 0-1 of Joe Aramendia, but Joe was up the racetrack, so Lofton has to check up.
I think he's upset that Brian Eichler tried to use that 0-1 for a pick and tried to block him by using that 0-1 truck, and I think that's what Justin's mad about.
Well, aren't you supposed to do
I was
whatever
going to say, I think that's part of racing, isn't it?
I'm just saying that's why he's mad.
That's why he's upset. And, well, they were upset.
Uh-oh.
Adam Alexander.
And Brian Eichler, one of the more calm personalities you will see in the garage area, especially for a young guy. Obviously, you and Justin Lofton had some differences of opinion there in the closing laps. Take us through what happened on track and the situation after the checkers.
I don't really know. We weren't like we were racing for the win there. We're racing for 10th, I think. So just uncalled for, these things already having a difficult night, struggling a little bit. No need to tear these trucks up. But got to thank Kyle Busch Motorsports for the opportunity and Toyota, everything they do. Not the night we wanted, but we'll come out of it for a decent day for points.
Did you and Justin talk after the race here?
No. I talked to his crew chief, but I don't know where he went.
All right. Thank you.
Todd Bodine starts climbing out here in victory lane. The youngin is back. He came into this race tonight tied with Kyle Busch with 18 wins. He moves ahead, and now he's ready to play guitar. Sam Bass comes in here with a signature trophy, and Todd, I know it's been a long time. You've been wanting one of these pretty bad.
I tell you, I've been so close so many times. Even though the fairgrounds, I was close. We were close with this truck before. Germain Tundra. Germain team is awesome, man. These guys are the ones that do this every week. I got to thank JD, all the guys in the motor shop. Awesome motor again. Thank all the fans, all of them sitting in the grandstands watching on TV. We appreciate it. And it's about time I got this. Woo! Look at that.
That's an awesome trophy, no question about it. And a statement that you made on the radio that that this team is there and you're in championship form again.
We are. We struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season, trying some different stuff, and we were fortunate to get top 5 runs out of it. And Junior and Tom Ackerman went to work, figured out what we were doing wrong, and we've been fast ever since. I made a couple of mistakes. Iowa was my mistake, and we should have been top 2 there. I mean, this truck's fast every week, and that's how you win championships, and then you stay out of trouble and get to the front, and so far we've been doing it.
You gonna wipe this one off and take it to Darlington?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what Junior's got in mind. He's got something up his sleeve.
Well, he always does. Here, get that guitar up here. We want to see if do you need lessons or do you know how to play?
I don't know how to play, but I got a really good friend, Bo Bice, is a really good guitar player. But my boss, Bob Germain, begged me for this guitar. Bob Hillman Sr. says it's going in a trophy case, so you're going to have to fight him for it.
All right, Bo Bice would normally be here. He was at Watkins Glen to sing the national anthem. He won't be here to celebrate, but Todd will with all his guys. Win number 2 of 2010.
And it's back-to-back top 10s for the rookie Justin Lofton. That the good news. Obviously some disappointment for you late in the race. You and Brian Eichler got together. Take us through that.
Yeah, it was just, it was really just good. Hard racing. I don't know if it was necessarily clean. He kind of pinched me down when the 01 didn't didn't move down as far as he should have, and he just kind of kept pinching me. I mean, he's just trying to block, but you know, I watched his interview inside, and he says, you know, we're racing for 9th, 10th place or whatever, but I'm racing for points, and, you know, we're really trying to rebound from a rough start. So I just got to thank Mastercraft Safety, Toyota Tundra, Tom DeLoach, Red Horse Racing, and, you know, everyone that puts all their time and effort into this program. And, you know, I'm just trying to go out there and give them the best results I can. And, yeah, I'm going to show I'm not happy after that. So
how big is it for you guys to finish 2 in a row after so many that kind of got away late?
Oh, it's, you know, it's huge. I mean, even though the last 2 laps I was kind of frustrated, you know, I'm just kind of jumping inside, and can't wait to go to Darlington next week. I think we're going to be really strong there, and just looking forward to the rest of the season, and, you know, a lot more hard racing, and hopefully I can be up there with Todd Bodine with a trophy sometime. And just congratulations to all Todd Bodine and all the 30 crew. We were talking before the race, and it's cool to see him win.
See you in Darlington.
See you.
You know, I'll throw another name out there that has an association with the Germain family that maybe got a little bit of guitar history. I believe they're friends with Eric Clapton. He might know how to play that guitar, maybe a little bit as well. Todd Bodine in victory lane with the Gibson guitar.